What episode 7? Season 1, Strange New Worlds. The Serene Squall. So let's do it. BJ Tehran says I don't see future live videos posted on the Trekyards YouTube page. Well, why would you see future live videos? That makes no sense. Alright, so Joseph Barbado seems to like it. Good. Okay, keep it down a bit, okay? And we're not doing tonight's episode in the ready room just because I didn't want to. So. Concrete factory with brick walls and I-beams. Yeah, pretty much. Marks, remember, for 24 months, the commander says, "Arr, mateys." Yeah, you gotta watch my our edited review tomorrow. I do some pirate shenanigans in it, so this is a pretty fun episode, gotta say. Probably one of my more favorite ones of season 1. I really enjoyed it. Really a fan of Captain Angel. Normally she wouldn't be my type, but even pre finding out she's the villain, she grew on me really quickly. Then finding out she was the villain, normally that would like sway me to, not like her, but I think she's great. I think she's a fine character, and to bring her back was awesome. The whole twist, we got to meet Ston, which was awesome, and also meeting Cybok was also awesome. So, yeah. Other YouTube channels I watch post scheduled lives in advance. Trekyards did too, but now I can't find them on Trekyards. Still good for other YouTube channels. Because we haven't posted any. We'll post tomorrow's live tomorrow morning, and then you'll see it all day tomorrow. This one I only posted literally 15 minutes ago when I got home from my son's graduation. I didn't know when I was going to be home, so I didn't know when to schedule it. So you'll still see them on the channel. Everything's fine. I don't know why you're freaking out. So, oh yeah, I'm sure we'll see her again. I think she's going to be like the mud character. So, yeah, this is a fun episode, and I gotta say, Pike was really good in this one. I really enjoyed him. Chapel, my God, man. When she stares at Spock with those big doe eyes, it's like, oh my God, I love you so much. She's such a sweetheart. That being said, T'Pring's also a little bit of fine. So, damn, Spock, you lucky dog, you. There was a lot of good stuff in this episode for sure. And again, no Hemmer, not one sign of Hemmer, which was really weird. Andy Urich, member for 6 months in the rank of captain, never thought the words Cybok and awesome would be said in the same sentence. Testament to a good job this show is doing. Yeah, I mean, they could retroactively make Star Trek V much better by having more of a story with Cybok now. Because Spock does say in Star Trek V that Cybok asked him to join them, and he refused. So it'd be interesting to have an episode based on that, where Cybok's kind of fills Spock in what's going on, and his plan to get to Shakari, and it might be interesting. So. Peter Lukaku, $10. Pike has an advantage knowing his fate, so he's a bit more nonchalant. Did he cook chili for the Orion crew? Again, Also, again, my apologies to Matt Boardman for last night. I don't think you need to apologize to Matt, but Matt, that video that you were talking about on CM Lemoyne's channel apparently got taken down because it was full of, there's some issues with it. He probably got a C and D from Paramount and a few other issues because the facts in it were not factual. But and yeah, I think he did make chili. It did look like chili or some kind of soup because the captain, not captain, was drinking it essentially out of the bowl. So, but it did look like chili when he was scooping it. So it's not an encounter at Farpoint shirt, but thank you. Once again, I came for Trek, but I stayed for Chapel. I'd like to worship at that chapel. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, there's a few sticky points in this one. Small little things like target the impulse drive, and then she 2 shots to each nacelle, which Samuel had a bit of an issue with. I did as well, but not as much. I can see feedback going through the warp nacelles to the... Man, I wish the 2 of them would have glanced off the back of the saucer for the impulse disable maneuver. But other than that, see, I'm just trying to think of anything else that was kind of iffy this episode. There's probably a few things that'll come up when we do our full review, which will be tomorrow at 4, just so you guys know. Check it out. I think of anything else that really bothered me this episode. Having phasers strapped to the bottom of the helm console was an interesting choice, I gotta say. So that's a thing. But yeah, I mean, overall, pretty fun episode. I really enjoyed it. A lot of people said they didn't like this one, and I don't quite understand why. Pike did make a comment about her shooting the nacelles. Hold on a second. I don't think he makes a comment about the nacelles, and even if he does, it still managed to take down the impulse drive. So it just didn't make much sense. So Chapel doesn't have security clearance? No, why would she? She's a nurse. She's not even in Starfleet. So, no. Fleet Paw, $5. This episode had a great roller coaster ride of action, suspense, and deceit. It was a strong episode. However, and how does one fire gently? LOL. BJ Tehran throws in $1, so thank you so much. And says, I enjoyed both Strange New World and Orville tonight, but Orville was really great. Star Trek was really great. Star Trek this episode. I think this was my favorite Strange New Worlds episode so far. Yeah, it's definitely up there for my favorites. I haven't seen Orville yet. I'll be checking that out tomorrow. So, phasers being strapped to the bottom of consoles has been a thing since TNG, I thought. Not really, and TNG chronologically is not the same. It wouldn't be, that makes no sense. So no. George Mangrum throws in an amazing $20 super chat. Thank you to everybody who super chatted today. Really appreciate it. And it definitely helps because, trust us, we need it. So thank you for the $20 super chat, George. Just congrats to Cadet Foley on graduating. It's just high school. Anyone can graduate high school. The villain wasn't so great, kind of goofy. Disagree, 100%. I think she was fantastic. Yes, a little bit goofy, but not goofy in a way. Goofy in a fun, mischievous, villainous way. And I think she did a fantastic job of it. So I don't think she was a bad villain at all. I think she's a fantastic villain. And yeah, I'd like to tangle with her. Peter Lukaku, $2. The Superman villain in this episode was hot. The Superman villain. What do you mean by Superman villain? Hey Caps, phaser strapped to the console makes sense to me. No storage lockers on the Connie Bridge. Yeah, no shit. However, that's not how it works. You don't have a phaser holster under the helm station. That's never been a thing. So if you know you're going into a situation like that, and this is the argument I made because Samuel said it was kind of silly. I played devil's advocate and said, yeah, but if you know you're going into this situation where you're outside of Federation space, you don't know what's going to happen, it's probably a good idea. That being said, I still think it's stupid to have them strapped underneath the helm station or just the stations in general. So it is what it is. But yes, I'm well aware there's no consoles or no storage lockers. Let's see. Kind of had the outrageous Acuna sort of thing for me. Well, the outrageous Acuna was, or he was not a villain, so I'm confused. The second that Angel talked about their lover and how he spoke about Spock, I immediately went to who it was. Yeah, Samuel caught on pretty early in the episode too. I didn't quite catch on until Spock said, I think I realized who it is. So I was closer to the end of the episode, but I thought that was fantastic, honestly. So Fleetbot says I thought I was gonna not like Aspen Angel. That said, I'm glad I was wrong. Me too. She, like I said, she's not my type. Character-wise, just physical appearance-wise, but she really won me over really quick with both personas. And yes, I want more. I want to see more of her. So, but yeah, I think she was a great villain. I also liked the other captain, the Orion guy. He was quite interesting as well. So, and I wanted to see a Klingon. I really wanted them to call the Klingons because even if you just saw a ship that was on the edge of sensor range or something, you could see like a silhouette of the ship would have been awesome. But unfortunately, no Klingons. So. Peter the Caco, $5. The one costume she had on looked like one of General Zod's partners, Ursa. Yeah, did. And I gotta say, I loved watching her climb up that Jeffries tube. They held on that shot. I'm just saying, I know Chapel did it as well, but they did it from the front, like inside the Jeffries tube for her. I would have liked to see one from the back, but when Spock and Angel went in, they lingered on that shot, and thank you to whoever did that. Yes, Harrison, I will be doing a Orville live tomorrow night. I thought the Spock and Chapel kiss was good. I did really love the doe-eyed looking on Chapel's face for that. Like, oh, you're so adorable. My God. So, yeah. I thought that was great. Even the reaction of Angel to it was really good. Again, there wasn't a lot really happening in this episode, but it was a well structured episode, I thought. So, yeah. Ryan K, yes, I am as well. Every time the Enterprise is called the flagship, yes. Yeah, the Enterprise is not the flagship, so I don't know why they keep pushing that narrative, but hey, we heard the Enterprise was the flagship, so we're going to say that it's the flagship because we want to know what we're talking. We want people to think that we know what we're talking about. So, also the second in command, I guess, not the Orion guy, but the second in command on the Serene Squall, the black lady, I think did a fairly good job too. She wasn't in it very much, but and also, what's up with the big steering like a pirate ship. Arr, arr, mateys. I thought that was kind of silly, but fun at the same time. So, yeah, and using the backdoor codes was a fantastic idea. So, there's a lot of good stuff in this episode, I have to say. Speaking of, guys, 72 people watching, 32 likes. Please hit that like button. Don't forget to super chat. Would really be helpful. So, and contribute to the conversation. Just send a super chat, and I will talk about it on the air and read it and discuss. So, Mbanga didn't have much to do, but that was friggin' hilarious. He scans Pike, and Pike's like, good news, I just convinced them to sell us to the Klingons. And they're like, you sure that thing's not broken? I don't know, I'll check. It's like, it was good, it was funny. And the whole, as a doctor, I see that the crew is a little, you know, what is, not healthy, not eating well. What the fuck is the word? Shit. Now everybody's gonna pile in. Anyway, malnourished. That's it. KK throws in $5. Thank you so much. Good episode, but 2 days away from communication with Starfleet, but 2 minutes away from departing. LOL. Yeah, that was the other issue. Thank you for bringing that up. Yes, communicating to Vulcan in real time. Well, it wasn't Vulcan. It was actually a moon. It says at the beginning when they say the name of the colony, it's actually a moon, not a Vulcan. So it's a moon. Who knows where it is? But yeah, still real-time communication with her, and the fact she showed up like instantly. And yes, I know Angel did say we'll meet at the edge of Federation space, and they both traveled there. But still, yeah, that was ridiculous. So yes, that was the other thing. That was the other little niggle that I had that kind of bothered me. So thank you for bringing that up, KK. And we talk about that in our edited review, which we filmed earlier today, and you'll see tomorrow in the afternoon. So check that out. And it wasn't boom, it was kaboom. For the record. Geekicidal tendencies are 100% wrong. She could act. She acted phenomenally. You just didn't like the character, and that's fine. Yeah, the subspace communication thing was a little bit of a problem. So was the travel time. Also, I loved the little Tholian web trap. Now, we have a video coming out talking about that. Because they're outside Federation space, could this possibly be a Tholian booby trap? Could this possibly be Tholian space that the pirates are in? And it's a Tholian trap. Or could it be that it's acquired technology that the pirates obtained to use in a trap? However, I don't think the Serene Squall actually laid that trap. She seemed a little bit, surprised that it happened, and then later she did say the Serene Squall didn't lay that trap, because if they did, we wouldn't be talking about it. So it could all be a ploy. It could have been their idea. I don't know, but I think it's interesting if it was just a Tholian trap, a booby trap that got, set off, and some unknown stuff going on, because Spock was analyzing it, and she says, no sense analyzing that. It wasn't set by the Serene Squall. If it was, you wouldn't be here. So, but if he's analyzing it, finds out about the Tholians, I don't know. I don't know how to. I think that'd be very interesting, because it is outside Federation space. So that'd just be kind of neat, honestly. So there we have it. Fleet Pass says, I honestly hate how warp travel is instantaneous in Disco, Picard, and Strange New World. It's not hyperdrive or transwarp. That being said, it's kind of been instantaneous in every Star Trek at some point. there's always little problems with travel time and or just distances in general in all Trek. Sometimes they're very good with it. Other episodes, not so much, just because it's a very minor point to the story. They just need to move the story along, or the fact that the writer might not know what the fuck they're doing. However, every Star Trek has had at least one or two episodes or instances of problems with travel time and distance. So, yes, Strange New Worlds so far has been not too great about it. Discovery's got awful about it. So, yeah. Let's see. Hashimu Parker, great episode. However, being the flagship of the Federation, it's not the flagship of the Federation. As much as they want to fucking tell you that, at this point in history, the Enterprise was not the flagship. However, the pirates took control of the ship way too fast. What happened to the red shirt security personnel? Thoughts? Yeah, that's not made clear. There's not enough people on the ship, it seems. Yes, there was some of them in cages aboard the Serene Squall. However, there wasn't enough. There's about 230 personnel on Pike's Enterprise. Could they have rounded them all up? I doubt it. So yeah, that was a little bit of a problem as well. So yeah. Jace Bales, $5 to contribute to a bottle of Canar for this weekend. Thank you so much. It's funny you mention that because this weekend on Saturday we're doing a Trekyards. So me and Sammy will be hanging out with you guys for a few hours on Saturday afternoon, and you guys dictate how much we drink. You will be super chatting for shots and for drinks, so you can get us wasted or plastered. And I don't cheat, unlike Samuel. It's like whatever the price is for a shot. So I actually pour a shot of alcohol and he just like takes a big swig of his like screwdriver, his orange juice and vodka, and then he like makes a face. So sorry, I'm calling him out on that. I don't know if he's watching this after the fact, but it's just true. So, but anyway, that's this Saturday. So thank you so much. I actually picked up some red wine this weekend, as well as some peach schnapps for shots and some cinnamon whiskey, Jack Daniels. It's kind of like Fireball. At least I assume it's like Fireball, because I couldn't find the Fireball, so I just grabbed that instead. So that's what I'll be having shots of. So. Galactic travel, new Trek bugs you don't watch Game of Thrones. Yes, Jonathan Bell, yeah. Yeah, the Enterprise has been captured many times very quickly as well. It's funny because when they went to engineering to transfer everything, all controls to engineering, I was like, what about auxiliary control? You should go to auxiliary control. Would have been neat to see an auxiliary control room. However, engineering was fine too. Why the hell wasn't Hammer in this episode? Honestly, Hammer's been in hardly any of the episodes. Same with Sam Kirk. Sam Kirk I can forgive. I don't need Sam Kirk, honestly. But where the hell is Hammer? That's one of my biggest complaints. I like the character from what I've seen, but I haven't seen anything of him practically at the same time. So I don't know where I stand on it. Anyway. To be fair though, but by about the 30-minute mark in any Trekyards, that screwdriver is like 95% vodka. No, it's not. He doesn't keep adding vodka to it. No. I don't know what kind of Jedi mind trick he's pulling on you there, Fleet Pod, but I suggest you pay more attention. But it's all good. He doesn't do shots. He says he refuses to do them because whatever reason. He's young. He'll figure it out. I used to kind of have a stick up my ass too when I was 26. 27 now, I guess. But he'll chill out, hopefully. Anyway. They're trying to fix Hemmer's antenna. They don't seem to work like strands from 20 years ago. Well, Hemmer's not an Andorian. He's an Enar. So, and because he is blind, perhaps that is all part of the sensory connection with the antenna as well. I mean, that's why they're paralyzed. Who knows? I don't have a problem with them being paralyzed. I wish they'd move subtly. Maybe not quite as much as Strands. Strands were fucking all over the place with his emotion. But no, I wish they would move a little bit. But again, not a sticky point for me at all. TOS Andorian antenna did not move at all. So it's a nice compromise between the looks of the Enterprise ones with the non-movement of the TOS one. I think it's fine. So. I'll have to do that. I could have sworn I seen him add more to it. Yeah, let's see. Anything else for this episode? Like, if there's anything you want to talk about, guys, shoot me a super chat and we'll read that and talk about it. But hit that like button. We have 80 people here with 51 likes. We can get those likes up. I know we can. IWYT, yeah. Were Chapel and Spock ever a thing in TOS? Sort of. Chapel had a thing for Spock, 100%. You could see it in multiple episodes. And he rebuffed her all the time for it. Even whipped a bowl of Plomic soup at her once when she was trying to help him out at the beginning of a mock time. So, yes, there was some tension, at least on her side, in TOS. So, I will say that. Front of the cells did not spin again. Well, they did in some shots. At the end when it like comes in and you kind of get a shot of the top, but it kind of moves this way. You can see them spinning from the top. So. Geekicidal Tendencies throws in 1469 Canadian. Thank you so much. Interesting number, but thank you. For the love of the shirt. Oh, thank you. It's my jellyfish shirt. Chapel even had a thing for Spock in the animated series with Harry Mudd. Yes, well, that came after TOS, so yeah, it makes sense. And yes, Ryan, Pike had some fantastic moments in this one. Just his facial expressions, the way Anson Mount reacts to things is so golden. He's so good at conveying emotion, and he conveys a lot of his character with his facial expressions. I don't know how to describe it, but Anson Mount's really good at it. I think he's a fantastic guy. Like the Boy Scout of Starfleet. I'm not the Boy Scout. It says so in your file, Chris. I thought that was hilarious. No, Pike is definitely climbing the ranks as far as favorite captain goes. And Anson Mount is just pulling it off wonderfully. So, yes, Pike had some good moments in this one, absolutely. And, yeah, looking forward to more for sure. Sean O'Neill, anyone else notice Stan's name in the credits? Yes, because Stan was in the episode. T'Pring says his name near the beginning. Thank you, Stan. So yes, of course Stan's name was in the credits. Let's see. Uchinumu 1071. Interesting amount as well. It's a small thing, but I really miss the slow lumbering starships. They're battleships, not fighter jets. Yes and no. Yes and no. I do get it. I do get what you're talking about. Just be thankful we have ship shots in this show, unlike fucking Discovery, which never had anything good. So that being said, it is space. Something can be said for Newtonian physics. I don't have a problem with them being maneuverable. Too maneuverable is a bit much, but yeah, the guy did look a lot like Stone, yeah. It has not been confirmed if they were the Orion Syndicate, no. But no, I mean the Cybok reveal at the end was nice. Wish we could have saw his face. I'm sure he's going to be a character that's going to be important in an episode coming up. I think it's going to be an episode with him and Spock. I don't know how to tie in necessarily. Maybe he'll kidnap. Maybe Cybok will kidnap T'Pring to get Spock's attention, to see if Spock wants to join his mission. I'm sure he hasn't figured out the Shakari thing yet. I'm sure that's in the process, the cult that eventually forms. But it would be interesting if Spock has to leave the Enterprise to kind of do his own mission to save T'Pring. That would be kind of neat, actually. So, no, the Ston T'Pring, like when I first saw T'Pring in this show, like early on, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, why? We don't need this. It's worked out so well. And then to bring Ston in and now Cybok, I mean, this is actually very cool, the way they're doing all this. So, gotta give them kudos for that. Let's see. She came home with no uniform and an oddly cheerful heart and a painful way of walking with her feet and hair a yard apart. Oh, wow. Let's see. Not necessarily cryptic. There's a lot they can do with Cybok without breaking canon. Absolutely they could. Yeah, what else? What else could we talk about with this episode? Kind of burned through it pretty quick. The ships weren't much to write home about. Her little ship that lashed onto an asteroid and she warped out in at the end. Not much to really talk about there. The Serene Squall. Interesting enough design from the outside, but the inside being basically like a warehouse with concrete. It's like, oh shit, JJ verse again. Yeah, that was a bit of a problem. But the steering wheel on the bridge of that ship was pretty awesome. Army mateys. I like the sound of the ship when it warps out. Yeah, it's a good sound. Let's see. Tom, no, we did not find out if it was Tholian in nature. I kind of discussed that, and we have a video coming out about it, discussing whether it was a Tholian booby trap or if it was actually maybe Tholian tech that was acquired by the pirates. So, yeah, it's not really clear whether it is Tholian tech or not, but... And Debunkosaurus says malnourished. Really? You're just adding that now? That was forever ago. But thank you. I knew as soon as I couldn't think of a word, everybody would help me out by chiming in with it, so... Oh, here's another thing. When you're firing phasers on the bridge, pick whether you want to be on stun or kill. Sometimes they're on stun, sometimes they're set on kill. Well, how do you know? Because of the light. There's a light on the back of their phasers. When it's blue, it's stun. When it's red, it's kill. If you watch, Ortega's, whatever the hell her name is, switches from blue to red a few times, depending on when they shot the scene, I guess. I don't think they shot all those scenes on the same day necessarily. So, yeah, don't be firing on kill. They've done it a few times in Strange New Worlds now where it's set on kill for some reason. It doesn't have to be set on kill. If you don't want us to know what it's set on, so it could be set on anything, don't make it visible with the light, because blue means stun, red means kill. It's a pretty simple concept and it's easy to see. So there's a lot of instances in Strange New Worlds so far leading up to this that have been there on kill. And I don't know why. It's Starfleet. So there's no reason for them to be on kill. Now there's a full set of phaser shots flying through the galaxy. The phasers on this episode were set to random. Yes, every time you pull the trigger, you never know what you're going to get. Disintegrate, heat, stun, kill. Phaser roulette. Sounds kind of scary, actually. Mark says Ortega's is getting annoying a lot. 100% disagree. I think she's fucking fantastic. She's a very likable character. I love her little one-liners. It's kind of her thing, and she does them so well. She's not annoying at all. So I'm sorry you think she's annoying, but I hate to break it to you, but you're wrong. We come in peace. Shoot to kill, shoot to kill, shoot to kill them. There goes phaser. Captain always said, set your phasers like a box of chocolates. I said across their nose, not up it. Yes, I said disable them. Lucky shot, sir. I'd much rather have Ortegas than Detmer. Fucking hell yeah. 100% agree with you in all aspects. Yes. Hope you guys don't mind. But even if you do, I'll say I'm sorry, but doesn't mean I'm going to stop. But yes, Ortegas is 1,000 times better than Detmer. So, yes. I'm glad that La'an had a more subdued role this time, this week. We don't need to hear her being the thing all the time. So, and yes, I agree. It's a shame it's only 10 episodes long, because we're coming to the end. We're at 7, we got 8, 9, and 10 left. So. Now, the Hammer thing's interesting because there are some episodes where Scotty's just not in it. There's some episodes where certain characters just not in it. It's kind of a trope, just because the story doesn't call for them, doesn't need them at all. They might be referenced maybe, but not shown. So I don't know if that's what they're doing here to have a more TOS-like feel along with the episodic, but it's kind of an odd choice, I think, because Hemmer is a pretty interesting character. So I definitely want to see more of him, and hopefully we will get more. But it's his lack of presence. When he's on screen, he's good for sure, but him not being there like almost all the time is a little bit annoying. So the character development in this series, even with the slim amount we've seen, some of them, is still a shit ton better than Disco. Yep. How much want to make about there'll be a James T. Kirk cameo at the end of episode 10? Well, he's going to be in season 2 for sure, so maybe, yes. It could be part of a cliffhanger. Yeah, I hope we see more Federation starships as well. I know that Down Connie is still a thing, but this was a good episode. It's definitely in my top 3 episodes. It'll be interesting when the season is over for us to go back and look at all 10 episodes and kind of rank them as our favorites again. I don't know where this one sits. It's going to get a very good score for me. I thought it was very well done. I don't know why a lot of people are bitching about it. A lot of people are also bitching about the last episode of Kenobi, and that was like the best episode of Kenobi. So the world is fucked these days. I don't know. So it's kind of annoying, but it'd be interesting to see where this falls as far as my ranking goes tomorrow, my score out of 10. But it's going to be pretty high, I think, because I really did enjoy this one. So, and I really didn't think I would like Angel. As soon as I saw her, I'm like, I'm not going to like this person. I don't care if she's nice or not. And she won me over both times. Like, you think a lot of times when they get revealed as a villain, and you're like, I hate you now. Everything changes about you. But no, she kept it. She's somebody I'd like to have around. She's fun. Good tea, nice house, $2. Where did La'an disappear to after the cage scene? When they were all on the bridge? I don't know. Ortegas was there, and everyone was there. Pike was there. I don't know who else was on the bridge, if anybody, but the rest of the crew weren't there. They were still helping with the mutiny. Because I like how Pike even says, "Can you beam us up?" Because we kind of jumped the gun on this whole seizing the bridge thing. There's still a mutiny going on. Matt Boardman throws in $10, which is awesome. Thank you so much, Matt. I have to agree, the level of negativity from people about shows these days is tiring. I've gotten to the point where I can't read people's reviews anymore. Yep. And it's sad. But usually if a review says, I absolutely fucking hated this, it was the most fucking woke thing, blah, 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 blah. Just fucking negative diarrhea all over a blog post or a page. I'm like, oh, I'm looking forward to seeing this because I'm going to love it. And yeah, most of the time I'm right. If somebody vehemently hates something, it's like, oh, cool, I'm going to enjoy that. Thank you for that review because you're a complete idiot. And moving on. Yeah, Major Grin's good. Yeah, I agree. Box top dollar. Yeah, it was a good episode. Nice shirt cap. Gonna get the Farpoint creature ship from STO summer event. No, that's not what these are. These are jellyfish. But thank you for the Farpoint alien reference. Somebody said it earlier too. Even when I know negative about Strange New Worlds, it's contained. Next week is fresh. It's great. Yeah, exactly. Episodic works for sure, because if there are misses, it's fine. You got next week to wait for. Yeah, I noticed Chapel's tattoos on her, like fingertips and on her. Apparently, it's the actresses, because I was wondering if there was some kind of story there for Chapel. Um, yeah, yeah, I noticed those. So, in a video, someone said Strange New World was woke because they counted the ratio of men and women and saw there were more women there for a woke or some stuff. The bitching gets real on the internet. Yeah, they're fucking dumb. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? There's a continuity issue with the tattoos in the scene where she gets held up. I'll have to go back and check that out because I did notice them in the close-ups. But yeah, I think actually the far shot, they're not there. Good point. I'll need to check that out. That'll be something we'll talk about tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when we review this whole thing in depth and do a complete breakdown and review. So make sure you're subscribed and join me for that. Nobody's hit the like button in a while, and we have 88 people here. We're still at 71. I'm kind of bummed about that. Let's hit that like button. Let's try to get up to 100. If you haven't hit that like button, give it a hit right now. Fleet Paw says, I was going to say something about the tats, but they couldn't have removed it in post. But hell, it's the 23rd century. People are probably more comfortable with them than we are today. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. So just have them consistent. Either she has them or she doesn't. So yes, BJ's right. The more women, the better. Increases the odds of hotties in the Jeffries tubes. I mean, Nurse Chapel or Captain Angel can slide up my tube anytime, or on my tube. Either way, sorry if that was bad. I didn't mean it in the way that you took it, I'm sure. So, moving on. Good tea, nice house, $5. It was not the greatest out of the 7 episodes so far, but it was a lot of fun. It was well written and had the spirit of Lower Decks and TOS. Yes, I will agree with that. I will agree with everything there. So, Cryptic Spider-Man, if you don't understand it, I'm not going to explain it to you. Same thing with Pike's hair. Let it go. Picard had none, but could have done something so petty. Bring back Rand's beehive. I mean, Una in the last episode. No, not the episode 5 or 6 had a beehive type do going on. So Fleetpaw says, I'm not going to meme that. Even I have standards. The lie detector determined that was a lie. Fleetpaw. Lots of hotties on the ship does have some positive. If the ship crashes on a planet, well, you know what that could mean. Yeah, you gotta repopulate, you know. Geekicidal tendencies, yes, I think you are in the minority about the actress's talents. I think she was fantastic. So, it's all right, though. Snoopy McQueen, $5. Strange New Worlds first season is the best first season since TOS. Angel is non-binary. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are like, this is the best first season of Star Trek ever. Really? What about TOS? TOS was and still is and always will be the best first episode of any Star Trek series. Sorry. Sorry. It is. There's just no question. You can take TOS out of the equation, then have an argument as to which is the best first season. But TOS will win every time, and if it doesn't, then there's something wrong with you, because they only had 3 seasons, and most of their best stuff was in season 1. So, yeah, that's all I'll say about that. Do you know which video I'm talking about, Captain? It was a while ago, and I don't expect that anyone has watched all of Ben's videos, but it's there. I didn't read your comments, so I don't know what you're referring to specifically. I watch a lot of Major Grimm stuff, but no, I don't know which one you're referring to. So the ending review, where will they go with that? I think there'll be a Spock and Cybok and T'Pring episode at some point, where he tries to convince Spock to come and help him form this cult, the cult of Shakari or whatever it was. That's where I think it's going with that. It could retroactively improve Star Trek V and the character of Cybok. So, at the beginning, she was amazing for side character. Great dialogue with Spock about his real nature. Great chemistry, solid setup, and the twist, it was a little too jarring. TOS Season 1 has some clunkers. Guess what? They all do. But it is more than made up for multiple iconic episodes. Yes. The twist was shocking, but I saw it coming literally like 2 minutes before it happened. I'm like, there's something not quite right here. And sure enough, I was right. They telegraphed it a little bit, I think. But it was still, if you were realizing that it was happening, it was right before the reveal, so it was a pretty good job that they did. So I will say that, at least. Good tea, nice house, chosen $2. Fun fact, Una has to be shot. Has to be shot in 42.9% of the episodes. Yes, she does have to be shot. It's funny. That's another funny scene, too, when they go into engineering, and Nurse Chapel is like, access denied, and she sees them, and she like pulls out her hypospray like a gun. It's like, yeah, you hyposprayed some people to knock them down. That's fucking hilarious, but pull it out like a gun? Really? Anyway. What would you rate T'Pring? Ooh. On a scale of 1 to 10? T'Pring is getting a rock hard solid 9.2. Chapel's probably right up there. Chapel for me was probably like a 9.6. Chapel's pretty fucking great. From everything from personality to everything. We'll go there. TOS had the worst 3rd season. I also disagree with that. A lot of people say that Star Trek TOS Season 3 has no good episodes. That's bullshit. There are some fantastic episodes in Season 3 of TOS. So anybody that tells you that is also off their rocker. No, I wish I had the list in front of me, but yeah, there's some fantastic episodes in Season 3. Yes, John McWhite, I agree. We needed some Hemmer. What was in the spray is the question. That's a very good point, yeah. Wasn't the Enterprise incident in Season 3? Yes, Enterprise incident was in Season 3. And Enterprise incident is one of my favorite episodes of TOS. So, yeah. Some of my top favorite episodes are from Season 3. Yeah, exactly. Foley and Webb, yes. I don't have the list of episodes, unfortunately, in front of me. I probably do in one of these books, but... yeah, I probably do in that one. God damn. Anyway, we're not going to go there. But no, season 3 of TOS had some fantastic episodes. They all the seasons had fantastic episodes, but each season kind of had one that I didn't like. So, but with 24 episodes, 26 episodes a season, you gotta expect that. After this episode, Chapel should be chief of security. It's funny. It's funny. I really do think Spock has feelings for her that he's hiding, though. Just when he talked to Pring, and she's like, I knew you couldn't have any attraction to Chapel. He's kind of like, eh. And then when Chapel's like, yeah, it's okay, man. I know where I stand with you. You're a Vulcan. You would never cheat on somebody when you're with them. So I know you have no feelings for me. The look on Spock's face was like, I do. Now I can't tell anybody. I can't tell either one of them just because of the situation right now. So, yeah. Yeah, Spock's a lucky man, I'm telling you. Yes, Zachary, yes. Turnabout Intruder, the final episode was fucking god-awful, but doesn't mean the whole season was bad. Where was Uhura in this episode? That's a good point. I didn't even notice that Uhura was missing. Oh, shit. And I feel bad. We made a point of saying that Hemmer wasn't here. Yeah, Uhura wasn't around either. Maybe Uhura and Hemmer were on a mission together. I don't know. Yeah, this is a fun episode. I don't know much else to say about it. If anybody else has anything they want to talk about, now's the time. Super chat, and we will discuss. I'm probably going to be wrapping this up soon, though. I'm not going to go the full 2 hours on this one, just because there's honestly not a lot to talk about. If you guys have things you want to talk about, please super chat. I will read them. We will discuss them. You can keep me here as long as you like, as long as super chats are flowing. I'm happy. Just because we've had a very shit month. So if anybody can help out with super chats or joining the channel would be awesome. Please consider doing so. Fleet Pass says, serious question. Chapel is a civilian in Strange New Worlds, but she had a rank in TOS. In the TOS movies, continuity error? Or did she perhaps... Oh, she enlisted. That's what it's going to be. She's going to enjoy serving on the Enterprise so much, and she's going to enlist and then be assigned to the Enterprise. That's what's going to happen. So it's not a continuity error. Squadron Course throws in $1, so thank you so much. Cryptic, I don't know why you're asking, but she is doing very well. Thank you. Yes, the exterior shots are too damn dark still. This is maximum. However, at least we're getting some good ship shots. Just saying. Yeoman JM Cold. Yes, Yeoman JM Cold for the win. 100% agree. Joseph says he thinks that Hunter had issues with the makeup. So JP or BJ Turon says ship is too gray outside and too white on the inside. You know, I agree with that. Swap those colors around, make it white on the outside and gray walls like it should have on the inside. Boom, baby. Problem solved. I don't mind the inside. Samuel's got a real issue with the inside of that ship, not looking Star Trek. I disagree. I think it's a fucking great reimagining of what TOS could look like. But it is a reimagining. All that being said, it is a reimagining, it is a reboot, it is a visual retcon, and that's fine. I have no issue with that. Just fucking tell us that it's not Prime. It's not the Prime timeline. It's not, clearly. It's its own thing. And that's fine. I think they're doing a fantastic job. I love the interiors of the ships. I really do. So, good job. Keep that up. Squadron Course throws in $1. Geek Aside Tendency says, box top dollar. To be honest, until this conversation, I wrote this episode off. I'm going to rewatch it after Cap shuts it down. Well, that's good to hear, Geek Aside Tendencies. We like to talk about everything on the episode, the good and the bad, and our points of view on it. And I'm glad that everybody's kind of pitching in and talking to each other in the chat, because that's awesome. So if you watch it, I hope you like it better the second time around with a new perspective on things. And if not, that's cool too. I mean, not, you know, art's subjective. Not everybody can like the same thing, and I wouldn't expect anyone to, so. Shit, gotta run. Pick up some Romulan ale before midnight. Cheers all. See you later, Atom. Engineering is weird, but it's a good weird take on the TOS engineering. Yes. Fleet Paw says, my only issue is the super shiny floors. It reminds me of one of the schools after leaving wax. After they've been waxed them over the summer. Yeah, the floors are a little much, but not a huge deal, honestly. Adam. So it's just Adam. Okay. See you later, Adam. Get your Romulan ale, even though it's illegal. But I won't tell anybody. It's fine. It's legal in this sector. So. Yeah, I just kind of hit a brick wall. I was kind of having good energy there for a while, and now I'm just kind of like, we've talked about everything in the episode. Like I said, it's probably my top 3 favorite of this season. Where it's going to rank, though, I honestly don't know. We always have good discussions just during our breakdown. So like I said, check those out. It's tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check out the complete breakdown and review where me and Samuel look at this episode inside and out and get a new perspective on it. All with the help of you guys as well. So, good tea, nice house, throws in $5. LeVar Burton leaked that Geordi will have a family in Picard. His real-life daughter will play his child. Have you heard or discussed this already? Yes, heard it before it was released, actually. And discussed it? No, not yet. That's something we might do next week, because we're going to probably be doing lives every day next week, just to make up, because super chats have been awful. Says, shame I can't super chat. Why can't you super chat, my friend? If you want to send a PayPal, you can PayPal. Send a PayPal to Trekyards@hotmail.com. It's another way to get in touch with us and help us out, support us. Or you can leave a super thanks on an edited video. Go back and watch one of our videos from season 1 of Trekyards, almost 8 years ago now. Go watch one of those, and you can hit that super thanks button and donate on those videos as well, which is greatly appreciated, by the way. Off topic, but I like your shirt. It's funny, it's not off topic, because everybody, well, not everybody, but a few people have said that already, so thank you. Joshua 11345 throws in $10. Thank you so much, Joshua. Much appreciated. In the original series, they were in the engine room in the saucer section, and there's also an engineering section in the secondary hull. All right, here's the thing. Yes, you're right, but I've done a whole video called, it's one of my captain's log videos. It says, dude, where's my engine room? Because we talk about that. In court martial, where they delete everybody's heartbeat from the thing except for Finney. Is it Finney? Anyway, the guy that was supposedly killed in the ion pod. Spock says that his heartbeat is on B deck, which is right below the bridge. Apparently that's engineering. But if you look at the Franz Joseph, or not the Franz Joseph, but the blueprints, the TOS blueprints, there is a engineering room at the back of the saucer by the impulse engines. And there's also one, yes, down by where the struts enter the secondary hull. But I did a whole video on, dude, where's my engine room? So if you guys want to check that out, just type in Trekyards, dude, where's my engine room? And it'll pop up. And it's an older video, but it was a fun discussion to figure out what's up with the engine room and where exactly it is. It's very reasonable that there's more than one for the impulse engines and one for the warp engines, absolutely. But the main engineering room, I believe, would be in the secondary hull. So FleetPaw's got the link right there. See, there it is. Open that in a new tab so that when I end this, you guys can go watch that. I think they'll bring back Leah Brahms as Geordie's wife. Yes, I think they will. Off topic, but I like those books in the background. They be looking sexy. Thank you. Yeah, I decided usually for these Strange New Worlds ones, I would do it in the ready room with the all cars display in the background, but I really didn't feel like getting all that set up because, like I said, I had my son's graduation tonight. We just got home like before 10 o'clock, had to eat, and then I scheduled this for like quarter after and just didn't have time to set everything up, so just came and did it in here, so hopefully that's okay. Hezraz, member for 23 months at the rank of commander, liking Strange New Worlds. Live long and prosper. Excuse me. Winky face. I think we need a Pimp My Engine Room or Pimp My Shuttle series. There you go. There's a reason I pay you. Yes, there's a reason I pay you, FleetPaw. Yeah, main engineering is definitely secondary hull. Yeah, but there's a few instances, like I said, court martial, the guy's hiding in the engine room, and Spock's like, he's on B deck. What the fuck are you talking about? He's on B deck. Anyway, that video talks about that, and I look at the blueprints as well. And there is one at the back of the saucer. So, and that makes sense though, because the saucer could saucer separate. You need an engine room for the impulse engines. I think that's fine. So, but just where was main engineering? But dude, where's my engine room? Come on now. It's a good title for video. I got off work, so matey. Ghosts of Illyria is weaker than this one. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, there were a few episodes weaker than this one. But that being said, all the episodes of Strange Worlds have been good. Especially compared to Picard, and especially compared to Discovery. Of New Trek, of live action New Trek, Strange New Worlds is killing it for sure. So, it'd be interesting to see in like 4 years when we're on season 4 of Strange New Worlds, go back to season 1 and go, that episode wasn't so great. Season 4 is really kicking ass, you know? But, we'll have to see. I like how number 1 is just please stop. Yes. FleetPaw Swiftback, $5. If we ever catch Captain Angel, we should make them walk the plank. Arr, please stop. Aye. If we ever catch Captain Angel, we should make her walk the plank. Arr. You gotta watch the edited video that's coming out tomorrow afternoon, because I do my pirate routine in it. It's fucking hilarious. At least I think it is. Geekicidal Tendencies, $5.69. How much would it take to get a Camaro burnout video? As much as the replacement is for the tires that I burn off. I don't like doing burnouts because the tires on the back of that thing are expensive, and I'd rather not. So I used to have a line lock on it, so I could deliberately do burnouts, but it got really pricey really quick, especially when you're drawing on the pavement, like you're using two black crayons on the back of your car. So right now the line lock isn't actually activated. It's been snipped, it's been disconnected, just because there were some wiring issues a few years ago that they ripped a bunch of stuff out to figure it out. But anyway, I don't want to do a burnout video. It's hard on the car, it's hard on the tires, it's just, I don't need to do it. So, it would take quite a bit for me to do a burnout video. FleetPass says I tossed it to Foley for you, Cryptic. Tossed what to what to me? What? What is happening? Oh, he wants a penny. Okay. I'm surprised I have taken a liking to T'Pring. I am too. I hated T'Pring in Amok Time. But yeah. JB, I can't see a title there. I'd hate to price car tires right now. I bought a lawnmower tire and it was $175. Yeah. The rear tires on my Camaro, they're a little bit wider ones. They're about $550 a side, and I don't want to replace them. I replaced them 4 years ago when I got the car out of storage, because I needed to. And the front ones aren't as expensive; those are smaller ones, but yeah. You could almost get a tank of gas for the cost of one rear tire. Yes. For a $1,100 super chat. I'd say a $2,000 super chat, Fleet Pod, just in case there's any damage to the engine or the differential or the axle, or for any fines or tickets I may incur. You know, you need $2,000 super chat. I'll do it. I'll do it right now. You get more of an understanding of why T'Pring did not choose Spock in Amok Time as they told their story. It's true. I don't want to not like T'Pring. That's the problem. And I know it's going to happen because I've seen Amok Time. I don't like her. What's this? What's this? Only the deep state mods can leave links here, and he picks his members wisely. But don't worry. If you're not a mod, Foley can't touch you, I think. Sleep with one eye open tonight, Cryptic. No, I have no real complaints. Well, there are 2 complaints about this episode before I talked about those. 2 days to talk to Starfleet, but real-time communication with Vulcan, and T'Pring shows up pretty fucking quick. So, what was the other one? I can't remember the first thing I talked about that bothered me. Son of a bitch. I said at the beginning of the episode, but I couldn't think of the other thing, which KK brought up in a super chat and reminded me. Which I don't know if KK is still here. KK, if you're still here, let me know. I can't remember the other thing was. No, I don't have Cryptic locked up in my basement, Fleetpaw. Guys, if you're available on Saturday afternoon, stop by. We're going to be doing a Trekyards where you guys can super chat to get us tanked. And I will be drinking. I'm not going to hold back. I mean, Saturday is Saturday. There's nothing going on. And then Sunday is Father's Day. So I'm just going to be spending the day at home anyway. So tune in for the Trekyards on Saturday. The actress who plays T'Pring in Stranger Worlds is Canadian. Well, yeah, most of the actors are Canadian. A lot of the actors are Canadian because it's filmed in Toronto. So, hopefully we'll get the cat to take his shirt off. Well, all you have to do is ask, man. Just undo these buttons. Yeah. There's a taste. Now nobody's going to show up on Saturday. Way to go, Matt. But all your mods are, we have chains around our ankles and we wear pillowcases for clothes. Only the unattractive mods wear pillowcases for clothes. The attractive ones are naked. This is just the way it is. So if you're wearing a pillowcase, I'm sorry to break it to you, Fleetpa. Saturday drunk car, it's fun. What time? We'll probably be starting around noon Eastern Standard Time and probably go till for most of the day. So yeah, shirtless Foley, I'm out. Oh my god. I'm not going to say that you're not attractive, Fleetpa, but I'm just saying, if you're wearing a pillowcase, it's a red flag. Fleetpa, $2. Take it off, take it off, take it off. Well, no, not for $2. Sorry. You know, Saturday I'm just going to have electrical tape taped in an X over my nipples, so I'm safe for YouTube. That's what's going to happen. Should be able to catch some of it. I already have plans to go for a ride with friends. Well, definitely go out with your friends. You can always watch it later. You can always watch it later, non-live, and you can still support by sending a super thanks. Or if you catch some of it live, that's cool. I don't expect people to be here for the whole thing because literally it's like 4 or 5 hours generally. Sometimes we've gone for 7 hours on one of them, so I'm fucked, lol, I'm wearing a pillowcase. No, see, the ones wearing the pillowcases don't get fucked. See, they're the unattractive ones. We keep the attractive ones naked for a reason. Fleetpa, you're not understanding. You're not fucked. Don't know what to tell you. This really degenerated quickly, and now I'm going to have the FBI or the RCMP at my door any minute now. Should get back by 1 or 2 Eastern Standard Time. We won't be toasty by then, but how are the likes going? Mine still shows 10. The likes are at 94. We're 6 likes away from 100, guys. And honestly, $40 away from a superb, better than usual super chat goal. So if anybody wants to throw in $40, I'd appreciate it. $20, I'd appreciate it. $10, I'd appreciate it. A couple of 10s, a couple of 5s, whatever. That would be an awesome number to end out on tonight. But if not, that's cool too. I just want to let you guys know. Save your money for Saturday when we're taking shots and stuff for money. How did that even get started? LOL. Wasn't it something lower salty started? What? How did what get started? Being a mod is scary. Glad I don't have that burden of having Foley busting me all the time. Goes to computer. Computer scan the area for any Foleys nearby. And call the FIB. The FIB, just to be safe. I don't know what the FIB is, but they scare me. And Hezraz, good night, sir. Ryan K, I just can't do it, Captain. Already used my lie. Good T Nice House. If the FBI or RCMP at my door asking about Trekyards, I ain't snitching. Good. Good. Kev Horsley, $2. Shuttle bay needs to open more, right? I would love to see the shuttle bay open, actually. Everyone's chasing up at the basement. I don't think Salty or Lore has ever said that I have my mods chained up in the basement. If anybody started it, though, it would have been Salty. Well, back when he was anti-Trekker. I could see him maybe saying that, but I don't recall it. So, but yeah, I could see him starting that. Lore... there's a distinct possibility, but it will be the FDA, the Federation Decency Agency. Damn, the lore of Foley's basement is getting me intrigued. This is some good development in the Trekyards cinematic universe. But fun fact, and actually true, there are hooks in the ceiling above the bed in the basement. Just saying, there's 3 hooks. There's 2 hooks directly above the bed, and there's 1 hook like a, what's the circle you screw in? It's the circle that you can clip things to. It's not a, it is an eye hook. An eye hook. 3 of those in the basement ceiling, which is our bedroom. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. If you want to ask the Admiral about it, that's up to you. I've said too much. I was thinking of the topless video. Ah, that's where I got all plastered and drunk and I didn't care. That was an interesting night. Yes, an eye hook, yes. So, yeah. Squadron Course, $2. Did Anti-Checker have a redemption arc to be salty? No. Name Anti-Checker has a long history. He said he would explain it when he got to 10,000 subs. He did. I figured it out before then. And I didn't subscribe to his channel for a long time whenever I saw Anti-Trekker, because I figured he was just somebody that hated Star Trek. It's far from the truth. He's very much a Star Trek fan, like me, an old school TOS kind of fan. Anti-Trekker is just because he's a Trekkie, not a Trekker, and he had some issues with Gene Roddenberry that he explained again when he got to 10,000 subs. So now he's Salty Trekker because he's always in a salty fucking mood, and Salty Trekker sounds a lot better than Anti-Trekker in my opinion. So I'm glad he changed it, but it's confusing to say the least. So Fleet Pod, $2. I've had a fun time being staff here. LOL. Well, I believed you and thought that was a very nice thing for you to comment until I saw the LOL. Now I'm thinking that's sarcasm. Cryptic says, careful, Captain. One day you're going to get really drunk and you'll be showing more than just your chest. I will never be that drunk. I can promise you that. By the time I'm that drunk, I've already hit the floor. So, plus I don't have to be drunk to show off other things. Just it's a different forum, different people see it, you know. What? Now people are going to be looking. I'm going to stop talking because I'm getting myself into trouble probably. So, LOL is a just kidding. I saw that, Fleet Paw. Salty Trekker is good. I haven't checked out his channel in a long time. I should stop in. Yes, stop in and tell him Captain Foley says hi. I haven't watched a lot of his stuff lately either. I joined him on live a little while ago, and he's got such fucking annoying people on his lives that I had to just nope out of it. But I do love Anti-Trekker. He's a good guy, for sure. I want to meet him in person one day. But I really like Anti-Trekker, so don't tell him I said that. I'm always grateful for the chance to help out as a mod. Stuart and Sam have done so much for me, and I'm grateful to be able to give back where I can. Thank you, Matt. We appreciate that. You've given a lot to us as well, with all your visual effects work and Top Gun 2. I still have to do a live about Top Gun 2. Did you see I was on one of his panels last week? I did not see that, no. The Fib gonna be camping his house tonight. Otherwise, it's something I just write. It means nothing serious. Oh, so you're not serious about having fun as staff here. I get it. No, that's what I thought it meant. So, glad we clarified that. Dick. Haven't checked him out since he was still Anti-Trekker. Oh, well, you should stop in on him. My arm just slipped off the arm of the chair. Good job. Good job, Foley. Ah, crap. You just screwed yourself more, Fleepaw. Yep, he keeps digging that hole deeper. Star Fox, hello, sir. So, check us out tomorrow. They're The edited review will be coming out probably 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So check that out if you want just a kind of a short breakdown edited review of our content, of our review, and then the full live breakdown and review and discussion will be happening at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you can join us for that, please do. We'd really appreciate that. So yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up though, because everything's kind of winding down now. Unless anybody wants to super chat snipe, come on. We're $30 away, $30 away from an awesome number. If we can do it, $30, 2 15s, 3 10s, you do the math, you can figure that shit out. Even if you want to send a PayPal, would appreciate. If you don't, that's cool too though. Don't ever feel forced, and please understand if you can't contribute, don't put yourself out to contribute. But honestly, this is what we do for a living, so if you can help us out in any small way, we'd really appreciate it. So, FleetPod really loves being staff here. If he doesn't, the pay might sway him. Star Fox will be there for our live at 4. Thank you so much, Star Fox. FleetPod is going to get court-martialed, LOL. Squadron Course throws in $1 for a last super chat snipe, hoping to get that last super chat slot. It's $1 closer to that 30. Now we're down to $29. Anybody else want to donate? We'd appreciate it. Yeah, I actually gotta go. Have a happy Friday. Oh, good night. See you later, Zachary Gibbons. Have a good night, my friend. Thank you for joining us. But yeah, I should probably go too. Gotta be honest. And as an aside, as a bonus, if you guys are available on Saturday, check out the Trekyards. We're going to be talking about a whole bunch of stuff, our birthdays, and just everything in general. So stop by, say hi, get us drunk, watch us make fools of ourselves. Holy shit, Star Fox threw in $20. Star Fox, I love you, my friend. $20. Thank you so much, Star Fox. Now we're actually only $5 away. So anybody want to throw in a 5 to finish that out? Would be awesome. But thank you so much. I like the $1 super chats. It's like a Trek-themed gentleman's club. Yes, you want to stick that in my G-string? We can do that. But yes, Star Fox threw in $20, so thank you so much. All right, I'm going to catch the up on Obi-Wan. I'm going to go watch that, then go to sleep. Night, Captain, and no stalking me at night. Well, you asked for it, so like I said, keep one eye open tonight, my friend. Love you, man. Thank you so much, Star Fox. Matt Boardman, $5. Here's your $5. Boom. Beautiful amount. You guys rock. That is awesome. That really cheered me up. I was going to cut this short at an hour if the super chats weren't flowing, but they were flowing, and you guys came through, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much, everybody. Plus, we hit 100 likes, which is amazing as well. So, yes. FleetPod throws in $5. Put this in your G-string. I ain't putting it in there. Okay. $5 is the cheapest you can put in a Canadian stripper's G-string, by the way, because our ones are loonies, their coins, our twos are toonies, their coins. So the 5 is, strippers love being strippers in Canada because they get $5 bills and up. Things you didn't need to know. But thank you so much, FleetPod, for that super chat. That was awesome. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call it there. That's an awesome number to end off on. And it was such a good night and a good discussion. I really appreciate all you guys. If you're watching this after the fact and want to contribute, by all means, there's that super thanks down below. Give that a click. Throw some money our way. We'd appreciate it. And it does add up. It does mean a lot. Even $5 adds up so much. Do Canadian strippers have teeth? Hell yes, they do. Canadian strippers are friggin' gorgeous. Unless you go on a Tuesday night or a Tuesday afternoon with the C Squad. It's like, I'm not even going to get into that. But anyway, yes, they do have teeth. Just saying. Anyway, have yourselves a good night. I'll catch you guys later.